Good afternoon, everyone. This is Bremster, and today I'm coming to you with a puzzle by Tallcat, which is always a bit of an honor. I really enjoy it when I get these, and yeah. So this is Say Cheese. Um, so yeah, I'm not sure if that's. I don't know why that is. Possibly because it looks like a face in the middle of a frame, so a photo's been taken. I don't know. That could be the reason. I could be completely wrong. Um, so Yeah, this is a puzzle. I think I found this one while trolling through the CTC Discord archives, which I still sometimes do, although I admit it's probably been about 2 months since I've done it. And I found a couple of puzzles that way, and then my wife said, turn the light off and go to sleep. So I did. Um, I did an arithmetic one a couple of days ago, which was the other one I found. If you see a puzzle in the CTC Discord archive that you think is one that I should do, feel free to submit a recommendation. My submission guidelines are below. You don't have to be the person who submitted a puzzle. If you find one that is really good in the archive, you should submit a recommendation to me following my submission guidelines, and then I can either reach out to the author of the puzzle, or for a lot of constructors, I've already got permission to do their puzzles. So, yeah, that is definitely something that you should do. Because the more eyes I've got going through the archive, the less chance I've got of missing really good puzzles. Um, so the other thing going on my channel at the moment is the Skilling Sudoku puzzle pack, which is a pack of 30 Sudoku, killer Sudoku, pure killer, which are designed to teach people the tricks of killer, but still be interesting. I've said all this before, still be interesting to people with more advanced skills. I've started to get some questions being asked about some of these harder puzzles, particularly in the hike range, where people have worked through the walks in the park, the beginner puzzles, and they've learned some of the tricks and they've found that really useful. But now that they're trying to use those tricks, they're finding them a bit tricky, which is exactly what we expected. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to point out two things. One is for any puzzle you complete, whether you complete the entire pack or not, if by the 30th of August you send me to my contact details below the row 3 of the puzzle, you have completed enough. Even if it's 3 puzzles, that's enough for you to get listed in the people who have completed puzzles in the pack. So that is all good. I don't have a prize lined up for this month, but you will be able to get the name probably read out and almost certainly included in, or certainly included in the showcase at the end of the month. Now, the other thing I'm going to point out is, as of today, I am releasing a playlist with most, possibly by this comes out, all, but I doubt it, of the solve videos for the puzzles in the pack. So if you are finding any of the puzzles particularly difficult, then there is a video guide, and some other channels do this after their submission is done. But my attitude is, if you're engaging with the puzzles, you're a winner. I mean, realistically, I mean, if anyone's cheating and they're going to go, I'm just going to look at the video and get the solution code, the only person you're cheating is you. I mean, there's nothing stopping people loading up a computer solver and getting the answer that way. The only person you're cheating is you. I, whatever, fine. Eh. But the whole point for this is I want people to not feel they're stuck. So if people are needing help, there is a video guide available for many of the puzzles. I've been recording them in order. This is not something I'm going to do for every pack because I just had. There's a reason I did this, and it's personal. So yeah, don't worry about that one. But yeah, so I have not finished all of the treks yet. As of recording this, I have not even started any of the treks yet. But there's only 5 of those, so I'm hopeful I'll get them done. So there'll be a link below, and I'll try and remember to throw one above to a playlist, which will, and it's available in my playlist section when this video comes out, to all, or at least most of the puzzles in the pack, where you can just go and you can see me solve them. So hopefully that will be of interest to people who have been finding themselves getting a little bit stuck somewhere along the journey. But this puzzle, Say Cheese by Tallcat, is now the focus of this video, so let's have a look at it. I really like Tallcat puzzles when I could do them. Tallcat can set some absolutely brutal puzzles, but when Tallcat does interesting puzzles, and this apparently one is quite approachable, then they can still be incredibly elegant. And I'm hoping this is the case. The recommendations I saw to this one were good. So, Say Cheese by Tallcat. We've got normal Sudoku rules apply. In every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. We have whisper lines, and on whisper lines, adjacent digits must have a difference of at least 5. So this digit will be at least 5 different from both digits next to it. The most obvious ramification for this, by the way, is that you can never put 5 on a whisper line, because 5 lower than 5 would be 0 or lower, 5 higher than 5 would be 10 or higher. And there's other issues that'll probably come up as well, but that's sort of giving you an idea of how they work. We've also got cells separated by an X must sum to 10. So the sum of those two digits is 10. And cells separated by a V must sum to 5. So all those two digits must sum to 5. Not all X's and V's are given. So it would be perfectly fine for these two digits to sum to 10 or these two digits to sum to 5. That's what we've got. Let's give this a shot. So I'm going to do my normal trick, and I'm going to select all of the V cells, and I'm going to mark them as low, because we almost certainly need high-low coloring for the whisper lines as well. Well, I can now say that these are high, because you can never put a 5 on a whisper line, so I'm not including 5 in either high or low. And now we can look at what is called the, I don't know, the alternating alternating polarity principle is a cool name. But let's just, the fact that high low on a whisper line must alternate, because if you pick any digit and say high, and move it 5 away from that, and stay within the Sudoku digits, you will leapfrog the 5. So this digit here must be low, this digit must be high, this digit must be low. I've explained this a lot, but I know that any video could be someone's first, but you will always leapfrog the 5 from low to high or high to low. Now, I've also got 4 lows in this box. So this is high, so this is high, and this is high, and these are both low. No, low. So I've now got all 4 lows here. Coloring seems to run. Well, the coloring. Well, this is now a 5. This is absolutely a 5, and this is a 5. And the reason for that is you can never put 5 on a whisper line, and 5 is not low. You can never put 5 on a whisper line, 5 is not low. Now, beautiful. Okay, so in here, I'm going to use different colors. I'm going to say green and purple. Now, if green was blue, so if green was low, down here, I've either got to put 2 green and a purple, or 2 purple and a green. But if green was blue, I've got my 4 blues, and all of these would have to be the same, and that doesn't work. So green can't be blue, green must be yellow, green must be yellow, wow, fumble fingers today, and that must be blue. Now down here, I've got 3 blues, so the single must be the blue, and these must be the yellow, and then I can just keep alternating along the line. And I can probably do the same over here. Yeah, I've only got 2 free digits. If I was to make those blue, then up here I would not have the ability to put a blue. So the ones in the middle must be the blue. These must be the high, and these must be blue. And that's got all of my high-low coloring on clues. So the rest has to be done by the logic that I can get from the clues. Okay. Now, I know one of these is going to be the 4 now. And so one of these is going to be the 1. And the reason I know that is because I can never put a 4 in either of those. This grid is completely symmetrical, except this V is higher than this one, and this line goes one step further. So one of these is going to be the 4, one of these is going to be the 1, because I can never put a 4 in either of these 2 cells, because if I did, both of these would have to be 9 to be 5 away. So these are from 1, 2, 3. And the same is true here. These are from 1, 2, 3. So these are from 4, which means 1 must go in here. This can't be 6. So this is 7, 8, 9. This is 7, 8, 9. This has a high and a low on it. So I could actually do some disambiguation here if I could figure out what that meant. This is 1, 2, 3. I can't put 4 here because that would have the same effect. But I can put 4 here if I put 9 here. Five is down here somewhere. These are both high, and these are both high. Because I had all 4 lows and the 5s in the box. So now I've got all 4 highs in that row. That's what I was missing. All 4 highs. These are low. I've got to put 2 highs and 5 in here. So this will have 2 lows and a high. And the 2 lows that are in here are going to be what's not on this V. So this... Right, okay. So what I can do, and do I want to use the letter tool for this? Have I got my letter tool turned on? I do. So what I probably need to notice here, or note here, is that these are going to be one type of, and I might, yeah, these are going to be one type. These are going to be a different type. These are both going to be B. And now, because I need to put 2, these are going to be A. These are going to be B. And now in here, I need to put the A's. These could be A or B if A goes in there. What have I missed? So I can't put 6 in either of those. These are 7, 8, 9, and these are 7, 8, 9 for the same reason. 6 would need 1 on either side, on both sides. But so one of these is 6, which means of course that I can't put 1 here, but I already got that by the fact that 4 had to go in here. So there's 2 blue digits that sum up to 5 that go in here. This is a high and a low. But I still can hide a 6 in any of those, I think. Six would go with 4. This is the most constrained. 6, 7, 8, 9, but I don't... And this is 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, oh, okay. In these columns, 6 have to go in those cells. No, that doesn't do as much as I thought. But it means that I can't put 6 anywhere in these cells. 4 in this box. If I put 4 here, this becomes 4. No, I can't put 4 down here. 4 is either here or here. If I put 4 here, then this becomes 4, 6, and this becomes 4, 6. No, 4, 1. Hang on. Yeah, this becomes 4, 1. This would be 4, 1, and this would be 4, 1. And I think that's okay. Yeah, it is. But I can't put 6 in any of those cells. But this is all of the highs in this column. So these are all low or 5. And I can't put all of the lows up here. So these are 2 lows and a 5. So these are both low. So this is a high and a 5. I'm going to use a different color for... no, this is a high and a 5. So this... I've got all of the lows, but I need to put a 5 in here. So these are both high. So, and I can't, this is a 7, 8, 9. 6 is in one of those two because of the fact that once I put 6 here, in this column I must put 6 here. So in order, because I couldn't put it anywhere else in this column. So that's a 7, 8, 9. Can I replicate that? So these are 6, 7, 8, 9. Six here would put 6 here and 6 here and 6 here. 6 here would put 6 here, 6 here, and 6 here, which would put 6 down here. Wow, I am missing something. And 6 down here with 5. Even Tallcat approachable puzzles are not. So up here I've got only highs and 5s. So one of these is low. Is there something I'm missing about 5s? 5s are in here. 5s are in here. I've got 3 highs and 5s in there. I've got to put a high and a low in here. But I could hide a 5 there. This could be any low digit. This could be any low digit. These are only from 1, 2, 3. I can't put... The trick is I can't put 4 on either of those cells. And because I can't put... Because if I put 4 there, both of those would be 9. If I put 4 there, both of those would be 9. So I can't put 4 on this. So this becomes 1, 4. So I actually know the makeup of this. So this is 2, 3. Now, 2, 3 means that these can't be 6, any of them. This is 7, 8, 9. This is 6. This is 7, 8, 9. Which means this now can only be 1. No, that can still be 4. It's very easy to, when you're doing puzzles like this, to start getting things backwards. So 1, 4. So this is limited now. Actually, this is limited now. 2, 7 or 3. Sorry, 3, 7 or 2, 8. Wow. 3, 7 or 2, 8. So there's no 4 or 6 in here. There's no 5 in here, but I knew that. The 5s have to be down here. Do these really not translate into... These could still be 1, 4 though, couldn't they? I mean, whichever one is 2. No, the question is which one is 3, because 3 will only have 8 and 9 next to it. So whichever one is 2. Right, I can't put 7 in the middle. Because one of these is 3, so I can't put 7 there. Now, I can still put 1 or 4 in one of those. So they can still be any of 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to put 1 and 4 in those though. Well, I can't put 1 there, so 1 is in one of those 2 cells. 1 is in one of those 2 cells in the row. Hang on, this can't be a 1. So this can't be a 6. Because I've got the pointing ones from here. This can't be a 1. This is 2, 3, 4. This is 2, 3, 4. This is 2 or 3. Seven would make this 1, 2, and these... Yeah, that still works. I am going to change my pencil marking again. I am going to take the... Oops. I'm going to take the A's out. I'm going to take the B's out. I'm going to take the B's out. I'm going to take the B's out. Who let the B's out? And I'm going to change this to 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, and 2, 3, 4. I'll bet you there's something ridiculously simple I am missing in this puzzle. Because, such as, that has to be a 4. Because of the 1, 2, 3, 4 in the column. So I'm glad I did that. This, in the column now, this is the only place for a 4. Can't put a 4 here because it's between the 2 lines. Couldn't put 4 here because 4 had to go here. That's what I was missing. This is 4, this is 9. There is no 4 here. This is not 9. But more importantly, this is the 1 and this is the 4. Okay. Well, more importantly, does that actually carry any further? There is no 9 in any of those now. There must be a 6 in one of those, so there must be a 1 in one of those, but I did kind of have that. Okay. 4 is now down here. And I still have 1 in one of those 2. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4. And these are 1, 2, 3, 5. This is such bad pencil marking. There's no 2, 3 there. This is a 1 or a 5 only. 6 must be in one of those 2, so it's not there. 9? is in one of those 3 and one of those 4. Well, that's not 9 anymore. So this is 6, 7, or 8. So 9 in this row. No. Well, it's not in either of those two. Oh, 4 in this column. It's exactly the same. 4 must go down here, so this must be the 9. This is not the 9, and there's no 9 here. This is now a 6, 7, 8 triple. So in here, I've got 1, 4, 5, and 9. There's no 1, 4 here. This is a 5, 9. Four is over here, but 4 is not there. 4 is here. So 1, 5, 9. No 1 here because of the ones that must be next to the 4s here. This is a 5, 9 pair. This is the 1, and I can take 1 out of there and there. This is 2, 3, 5. This is low. There's no 1 in either of those, which makes this the 1. Which, unless I can force... Well, this isn't 6 anymore, because 6 would need to go next to 1. So this is the 6. This can no longer be 6 in here or in here. This is the 6. This 7, 8 makes this 6, which makes this 1, which takes 1 out of here. There's no 6 here anymore. This is, I feel this is actually quite tricky. 6 is now up in one of those two. Two, 3, 7, 8. I don't... There must be a 7 or an 8 in here. So this is a 7, 8, 9. This must have a 7 or an 8 on it. There is and so between these 3 cells, I must have all 3 of 7, 8, 9. If this is an 8, this becomes a 9, this becomes a 7. If this becomes a 7, this becomes an 8, 9 pair. That is a 5. That is a 9. That 5 means there's no 5 there. So this now is a high digit. And it can't be 7, 8, 9 for the reason I just proved. This is a 6. There's no 6 here. This is a 6. Very clever. So far not brutal, but no 4 here because of this 4. So that's a 2, 3 pair. So this becomes a 4. So there's no 4 in either of those. These are 1, 2, and 3. 2, 3, 4. So I have to put a 1 down here somewhere. Hang on, 2, 3. This is the high digit. This is the high digit. This is the low digit. That's a 1, 2, 3 triple. I now have a 7, 8, 9 triple as well. So what is that? That's a 2 or a 3. Low. I don't see those being limited, but 9 is now in one of those. 6. 6 is not up here. 6 is in one of these 2 cells. This is... So, hang on. This is a 2, 3. So this is the 1, 4. Remember what I did before? So if I'll do it with colouring, even though, because it's only going to be short term. Whatever this is different. And then this has to be the opposite of that. Therefore, this becomes orange. In here will have to be purple, and in here will have to be orange. Now, that's just the way it goes, because I can't put any more low digits in here. But I now know this is 2, 3. This has a 2, 3 in it. So this isn't the 1, 4 combination. This is the 1, 4 combination. I can take 2, 3 out of there and I get 1 and 4. I can take 1 out of there and 4 out of there. This becomes the 2, 3. I can take 2, 3 out of there. This becomes the 1 and the 4. I can take 1 out of there and the 4 out of there. And this has to be 1, 4. I shouldn't have put orange in the middle there, but you get what I mean. And somewhere in here is going to be another 2, 3. That is cool. And now I get rid of the orange and the purple. Okay, that was very cool. I just had to remember that I'd already done that logic. These are 5, 7, 8, 9. These also, no, I've got to put another 2, 3 in here somewhere. Whichever one it is pushes a 1 down, because it'll give me a 2, 3 in the columns. Oh, that's right. And it's worth remembering, whichever one of these is going to have the 8, 9 on either side. So if I can get one of these as a 7, that's going to force it. This might end up forcing it as well. I don't know. There's lots of ways this could be forced. But at the moment, I don't know which one it is. That was huge, but not 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. 4 is in one of those two, so that all lines up. And one is not, so 1 is vertical in here, which lines up. So 1 is in one of those 4 cells. It's got to be, something has to force these 7, 8s. But at the moment, this feels like it should do more. I have to put a 1 along here. This is a 1, 2, 3 triple. 1 has to be here. I can't put 1 there. So this is the 1. Which is low. Now these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are 5 and 6. So these are 4, 7, 8, and 9. I've got to force this somehow. So either here, if this is 3, this could be 8, 9. I need to do something like force 9 out of there. Which would, or a 7 into one of these. I need to use one of these lines to force a 7, 8, 9 somehow. Six is now right there. There's a 5 in here somewhere. There's a 5 up here somewhere, 5 in here, 5 in here, 5 down here, 5 in here. That's all lining up okay. This is 5, 7, 8, 9, which is all that I've got left in the box as well. There's got to be a 2 or a 3 over here, and it can't be there. Right. I need to put another, one of these is a 1. I need to put a 2 or a 3 somewhere in this row. Can't put it here because of the 2, 3 in the box. Can't put it there because of the 2, 3 in the column. This is a 2, 3. So this is going to be a high digit, I think, or 5. But 5 is now pointing up there, which means 5 is pointing down there. But this is a 2 or a 3. So this is a 2, 3 pair. This is 5, 7, 8. This is 5, 7, 8? Yeah, 5, 7, 8. So in here, what have I not put? There's got to be a 2, 3 in here. So these are 2, 3, and 5. No, because it could, no, it has to be. This is 2, 3, 5 because it's all that's missing in the column. So 5 is in here. There's no 5 here. This is a 7 or an 8, which makes it high. Right, yes, I should have seen that because the 5 had to be down here. So this is a 7 or an 8. How is this getting forced? This is now a 2, 3, 5. So the digits I haven't placed are 7, 8, and 9. So these are 7, 8, 9, and 9 must be in one of those two. Right, these are all high and have been for ages. So these are 7, 8, 9 must take a 9. So these are 6, 7, 8 and must take a 6. What am I missing? This is 2, 3 with a 7, 8 or 9. And this is 5 with a 7, 8 or 9. If this is 2, or if this is 3, this is 8, this is 9. This is 7, this is 2, this is 8. This is 3, this is 2, which lined up for that being 3. This is 3, this is 9, this is 9. What the heck am I missing? Nine is in one of those two in the row? This is going to turn into like a 50-minute video for a puzzle that people have been rating as 2-star difficulty. Is this a puzzle that suffered from difficulty creep or Brewster being an idiot? So the concept of difficulty creep is that because as solvers get better, they just rate puzzles easier and easier and easier, completely ignoring the fact that most solvers haven't improved at the level that they are. So it's like, oh, this just uses this trick and 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 this trick. And those tricks, I've seen those dozens of times. So this is a 2. But if you haven't done the 700 puzzles that taught you all of those tricks, it's not a 2. So the concept of rating difficulty that way is basically if you are not someone who has done the 1,000 puzzles that requires you to learn those tricks, you don't. Rating that way is basically saying don't please attempt these puzzles, or if you do, go away, because it is basically the telling people that if you don't find this puzzle 2 out of 5 for difficulty, then there's something wrong with you. And I really do abhor people who rate that way, because it means that if I'm trying to present puzzles like this, where I'm trying to say people have rated this as approachable, I'm out of luck. Like, I just can't do it. I have noticed something though, which is 7 must be in one of those two, so 7 can't be there. And that's for the column. This is the only place I can put 7 in the column. So if 7 is here, this is 1, 2. This would be 3, and this would have to be 7. If this cannot be 7, this must be 7. And that is not an easy spot, but it is right there. If I put 7 here, these would have to be 1, 2. This would have to be a 3. And if that's a 3, that would have to be a 7. And I've got a contradiction. So this cannot be a 7. I now have an 8, 9 pair in the column. This becomes a 7. This becomes a 3. This becomes a 1, 2 pair, which makes this a 3, which means this is a 2, 5 pair, which means this is a 3, which means there's no 3 here. Now, this 3 means this has to be an 8, which means this has to be a 7, which means this has to be a 2. There's no 7 in here anymore. This is a 5, 8 pair. The 5, 8 pair, of course, this is now the 7. There is no 7 in here. This is an 8, 9 pair. That was the trick. And I saw it while I was complaining about difficulty creep. But please talk to me about difficulty creep. I think it is a serious issue that we are facing again in the community. We have faced it many times in the past. So 5, 8. This 7 makes this 8, which means this is not 8. It is 7 or 9. 7 has to go in one of those two. There we go. This 8 makes this 7, which makes this 8. Now, 8 is not here. So these are 5, 7, and 9. This one can't be 7. This, yeah, 5, 7, and 9. Eight must go next to 3. Which can't go next to 7, so that's the 9. This is the 5. This is the 7. 7 is high. Yeah, this was the trick. Very cool, by the way, but I'm not sure it was a 2 spot. That makes this 9, which allows these to be anything. These are not 9, by the way, but so this is not 9. There's no 9 in here. This is a 4, 8 pair. I did think that was a very cool spot. Like, very cool. 7, 8. So this isn't disambiguated yet. Oh, this 9 makes this 8, which still doesn't tell. Oh, which makes this 7 and this 9. The 7 must go next to the 2, not the 3, so this becomes the 3. That 2 looks down, making this the 1, and this the 2. The 2 looks up, making this 4 and 1. Beautiful flow once you find the trick. Like, really good flow. This is 2 and 3. Now, in this column, this is the 2. Now I need to put a 3 somewhere here, and I can't put it there. So this becomes the 3, this becomes a 7, 8. And that's going to do some damage, I'm sure. So what am I removing from here? Oh, right, 8, 7, 8. This is 7. This is 5 and 9. I don't seem to have the order yet, at least obviously. Whispers? Yep, that's a 2. Because I can't put 3 next to a 7. So there's no 2 here. So this is a 5. This is a 3. That becomes low. That makes this 2 and 5. This becomes low. This is 2. Okay, now this 4 makes this 8 and 4. This is high, this is low. The 8 looks up, making that 9 and 8. The 9 looks down, making this 5 and 9, which makes that high. The 5 makes this 6 and 5. The 6 is high. The 6 looks up, making this 7 and 6. This 7 looks up, making this 8. And this 2 makes this 3 and this 2. And that completes the puzzle. I did forget to restart it before I did the video, but it still was about 40 minutes. Very cool puzzle. Do not get me wrong. I absolutely adored this puzzle. But I do think the people who rated this as a 2 were not correct. But, my opinion. Difficulty creep is definitely something I should talk about at some point. Thank you everyone for watching. That was amazing. I hope you are enjoying the videos. I hope you're enjoying Skilling Sudoku. And I really do hope that you, if you are someone who is stuck or wants some help or just would enjoy some bonus content, you have a look at the playlist. And if you think that I'm crazy about releasing solution videos before I finish my accepting of submissions, well, maybe I'm a little bit crazy. But as far as I'm concerned, all I want people to do is engage with puzzles. So if they're going to engage with puzzles, good luck to them. Thank you, Tallcat, for giving me permission to do this. I'm not ragging on the puzzle at all. It's just, yeah, I think it was a little bit harder than the ratings had given it credit for. I think a few people may get stuck. Maybe it was just me being dumb. That happens a lot. Thank you, everyone, for watching. And as always, good luck with your solving.